What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the VSO Gun Channel. I just got done watching one of the best things that I have seen out of a congressional hearing ever. The Secret Service director was just grilled by both sides of the aisle on this absolute failure of the Secret Service at the Trump rally. We knew that this was coming, but man, I tell you what, it was better than I thought it would be. Normally you see like one side kind of panders and the other side kind of is really upset, and it really depends what the issue is. Today, even AOC was like, what the heck are you guys doing? So I've got some super cuts for you guys. You guys are going to absolutely love this. I'm going to roll them after we hear a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Medical Gear Outfitters. They are my go-to stop for anything medical related. It doesn't matter whether you need bumps and bruises kit or whether you need real equipment like chest seals or a cat tourniquet or something like that. They have got a bunch of medical kits over there. Again, they are my go-to shop, and they are great people. I've known Dietrich and the crew over there for going on like 10 years now. So they are definitely a place that you should check out if you're looking to augment your medical equipment needs. And they have a discount code for all of you who are VSO subscribers. You can find that information over on the affiliates page. And special thanks to Medical Gear Outfitters for making today's video possible.
What was it?
Again, I don't want to speak to specifics of the event.
Okay,
that took place.
this is a specific.
I understand.
This is a specific that you ought to know. As someone who said the buck stops with me, I'm going to stay in my job, I'm going to give the answers to the American people, and I know what happened, except for you're not going to tell us. And you're not going to tell the American people. And you yourself said in an interview that foments this notion of conspiracy theories. Guess what? When you sit here and repeatedly tell people, hey, I have to wait, as it frustrated everybody on this committee, guess what? It undermines your credibility and whether you're really going to get to it. So I'm going to ask you again, what did the Technical Service Division determine was going to be the event perimeter?
We are still gathering reports. We are interviewing individuals.
You know what it is, though. No, you're just not going to tell us, right?
When I have those details, I will most certainly share those.
Was the gun already on the roof, or did the shooter carry the gun up with him?
I do not have that information at this time.
Well, when was the last sweep of that roof done prior to the rally?
I do not have that information at this time.
Would you agree that this is the most serious security lapse since President Reagan was shot in 1981 of the Secret Service?
Yes, sir, I would.
And, do you know what Stuart Knight did when he was in charge at the time of the Secret Service? Do you know what he did afterwards?
He remained on duty.
He resigned.
Have any employees been disciplined for their role in Butler, PA incident?
No, sir, not at this time. I am asking those questions.
So no employee has been disciplined, and no employee has been placed in any position that would place their job in jeopardy, nor their standing in the agency.
We are still in the process of interviewing
That's not what
people.
I asked. You're the person that runs the place. You're the person that knows right from wrong, good from bad. You've had a number of days, and now you come before this committee knowing you're going to be before us, and you've got to slough it off to someone else.
You answered more questions with an ABC reporter than you have with members of Congress. So we have a lot more questions. The American people are demanding that we get answers to those questions, and that's what the purpose of this hearing is today. So I'm sure a lot of the questions that have already been asked are going to be asked again, and hopefully we can get some answers to those questions. I strongly implore you to answer those questions. You're here with a subpoena, and we expect you to answer the questions.
It was approximately 200 yards.
200 yards. Now, the individual used an AR-15 in order to act out his assassination attempt. An AR-15 has a range of about 400 to 600 yards. My question is, why does the Secret Service perimeter, why is the Secret Service protective perimeter shorter than one of the most popular semi-automatic weapons in the United States?
There are a number of weapons out there with a number of ranges. Again, an advance was completed, the determination of the perimeter. I'm not going to speak to specifics, but there are a number of factors that are taken into account when we determine our perimeter. Some of it has to do with terrain, some of it has to do with buildings, some of it has to do with assets and resources that are available.
Have you done that? Have you provided a list to the Oversight Committee? Yes or no?
I will have to get back to you on that.
That is a no. Have you provided all audio and video recordings in your possession to this committee, as we asked on July 15th? Yes or no?
I would have to get back to you.
That is a no. You're full of shit today. You're just being completely dishonest.
Mr. Chairman,
Completely dishonest.
Mr. Chairman,
Chairman, I want to.
I'm gonna
We have to
continue.
maintain decorum in this committee,
Any-
no matter
have
how
you provided
upset we
any-
get.
My prediction. This woman's career is over. We say things all the time about, oh, well, you know, they go before Congress and nothing ends up happening and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. From what I can see, there was at least one or two instances from the whole thing that I counted. And as of the filming of this video, this is still ongoing. It's probably finished by the time you see the video, but they might be able actually to indict her for lying under oath. So sound off in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. And what I will leave you with here today is that every single politician that told you that Joe Biden was cogent and capable of maintaining himself in this office for the last several years is responsible for this mall cop being put in charge of the Secret Service. She was appointed a few years ago by Joe Biden. The office of Joe Biden. Some political action committee that wanted to enhance diversity, equity, and inclusion across all of the government agencies selected this person to become director of the Secret Service. That's the truth of the matter. And every single politician that told you that this dude was okay to run that office, who basically goes to bed after 4 p.m. or 8 p.m. or whenever it is, whenever he gets his pill, they put him down, and then everybody else goes to make the decisions. Those are the people who are responsible for this, and that is exactly why everybody is running to distance themselves wherever they can from Biden, and by extension, they're going to try to distance themselves from K-Lady as well, because the taint of this is all over them. I think they saw that coming, and I think that that is the straw that broke the camel's back that ultimately ended up with Joe resigning. Sound off in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy that one? Later on, guys.